The festival is nigh!
Middle square.
Here we go. Shura versus Moody. Ready, center square.
Radon without NPC summons.
What's a Moody square? Gargs. I don't know. I couldn't think of a Moody square. Atone for your sins at Turtle Pope is the center square here.
Ooh.
That's a fairly quick one. It's actually faster to do it without Red Wolf.
Correct.
If you go there. Also, we do see Moog, Lord of Blood, on the board. Could this be the day that Moog finally dies? Because he has not been seen yet this season, even though he has been on the board. In terms of the early rush, though, row 1, we have consumables only, which is one of the fastest squares in bingo. Nothing really fast on row number 2, unless there's a good colossal to start with, which actually could work. Colossal armaments on Godric could be combined with Memory of Grace with 50k right below it. We also have Restore Godric's Great Rune in the bottom left corner, as well as 3 Remembrances. So if there is a good colossal in these starting classes, maybe that is your early play. Also combines really well with Wet-Blades and Tree Spirits. This is a crazy Stormveil game. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on the board. It's a crazy Stormveil game. Not many other early squares on this one. Mostly mid-game. We have mostly mid-game with that really strong Stormveil play. We also have Moog Lord of Blood, Margit and Moog Shackles late. So both Capital and LOB on the board, and 3 Remembrances. So should be a great one.
It's an interesting board again. That tends to be the case with our square set. Just there's a lot of variety. Consumables only feels like a pretty natural move for both players to get at here. I mean, I don't really know what else you could try to force early. It's quick enough that it's just worth doing.
Yeah.
You could get pretty far ahead on a tone by skipping it, though.
Yeah, if there was
column and row for the consumables only aren't great bingo threats, so it may be worth it to sack that and just push a tone.
If there was a decent colossal, I would argue about pushing Remembrance Colossal Armaments only off the start, because you could do Remembrance Colossal straight into Memory of Grace with 50k and Godric's Great Rune, forcing both the Diag and row 4 while also getting progress towards Wet Blades and Tree Spirits. But that being said, the only colossal in these starting classes is the Falling Star Beastjaw, which is way too stat hungry to ever be usable.
Yep. And I mean, you can use unwieldable colossals on Godric, but it's definitely something you want to save for later, not when you also have low vig.
Yeah, well, you typically want at least one of the like you typically want the physical stats, right?
Yes.
And I think it's like 40 strength or something. Like you're just not hitting that.
No. You can definitely get away with a fully unwieldable colossal, which is not the case with other Remembrance squares. It's slow and it's a pain in the butt, but there are times where, due to stat requirements and bad weapon seeds, I've had to do it, and it's not as bad as other options. It's still not great.
So difference in starting class: Moody starting with the Milady, Shura just starting with the Lordsworn Greatsword, and we are underway for this game. I think Moody chose this class. It seems to have 14 decks, so that should give him an advantage on consumables only. Also, Moody is a little bit faster out of Chapel just due to stream delay, just about a second ahead.
Yeah.
But they're even in actual time.
And honestly, I mean, I imagine both players are racing consumables only. I don't know if it'll matter that much who gets it. But it's just that C square get square early thing. Because after that, this board is pushed off pretty late. I mean, there's maybe an argument to start pushing Stormveil or start pushing Rhea Lucaria.
Oh god, Moody's slow
could go
times.
3 NPC invaders. Moody with a really long load screen here. Ooh.
Yeah, it's because he has the old hard drive.
Oof.
Yeah, I forget the technical name of it. The one that's like the big block with like the disc or whatever in it, and he didn't preload, so that's why.
Yep. Probably just straight up gonna lose consumables then, even though he has the slight advantage on class. He's just far enough behind off the start.
Yeah, and Shura is just straight up rushing this.
Yeah. Shura missing the rock that lets you avoid the falling animation. A really minor improvement on the speed in this running section. Again, Nexus, micro optimizing. And Moody actually looks like he's altogether just going to skip consumables only. Which, fair enough.
Yes, so Shura is going for this uncontested. He didn't have the greatest starting stats. He probably does need the Kukris, though.
What's the dex requirement? 8 is the minimum you can use?
No, it's way more than 8. I actually don't know.
12?
Brady, I don't know the number. I just speak.
I'm pretty sure you can get away with 8 dex and throwing daggers.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I think he also has 11 or 12, which is more than enough.
We'll see. Sure, here going for the consumables only, and I think, yeah, he does have 12 dex, 12 strength, so he should probably be good.
Definitely fine. I'll have a couple left over for popping some balloons later in Liurnia as well. Yeah, and this is a nice loop for consumables only. This square is always done here. You essentially throw at the guy and back up a little bit. Actually, sure, I was letting him get a little too far away. But you can just repeat headshots here if you take a second between throws. Keeps him in a stagger loop as well. Oh, now he's a little close.
Saved it. By the way, we only had 2 daggers left, so no way you can do that with 8 decks.
He didn't leave him close enough. He was getting damage fall off. So, yeah. But as you can see, like, stats are very important there. That was very close.
Yeah.
That's actually, for as easy as it looks, that's a very, very precise tech. As Who's pointed out, he was almost out of daggers, which he shouldn't have been, but I think he was letting him get way too far back.
That was 12-12, I think, strength decks.
Yeah, that should have not been that close at all.
It was either 12-12 or 11-12.
You can also grab Kukris and get a bleed off if you're worried about not killing the boss there. I believe there's, what is it, 4 or 5 Kukris you grab? And they're enough to bleed the Bofa there.
That actually is going to be a good time on the leaderboard, though.
How fast was that? Do you have the board up?
336.
336,
That's the
yeah.
4th fastest time this season.
Reasonably good.
The fastest is Helios, 326, but he had 16 decks with that class.
Gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah. Actually, is the fastest time in the Recusants division, though. The top 3 slots are all held by red mains. Helios, Dino, and Durf have the top 3 slots for consumables only.
Impressive. Red main's getting a little more consumable only action than us poor Recusants.
Yeah, well, just, better division, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We got me in the Recusants division, so you know it's ass.
Yeah, true. Well, look, the thing is, if you guys were here yesterday, I know some of you were probably watching Rowdy's stream and not watching commentary, which I totally understand, but I was talking yesterday during the game about how, Rowdy requested, those specific squares, and, we went over a lot of different calculations for him and how to play that board based on what he knew it was going to be. And additionally, that even goes within his division, right? Not only have I curated every board and every weapon seed specifically for him, but I even, baked the divisions to give him the best chance to win. And my boy's still 2-4. So.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, baby. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's well known that Ratty gets his wins handed to him with the script. Yeah. Bro, for real. For real. That's why Stormcock was in that fucking seed. Giving me fast Altus. I cooked that one up myself. I wrote that script.
Mm-hmm.
I said, nah, give me Stormcock Axe.
Yeah. Well, Sci-Fi, you're the modder who knows how to. You give me the. I say, hey.
Commander Standard out of Halberd check, by the way. A usable
Commander
weapon.
Standard. Very
But
usable.
pretty bad.
And Shura is actually not too far behind here in Liurnia.
No, I was going to point that out either. Consumables is such a fast square. Like, one of those ones you almost go for anyway because you just don't lose much by going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, hindsight's 2020, but with how poor Shura's fight was and with the slightly better decks Moody has, he probably could have won that square even with the loading time issue.
I think he could have won it, yeah.
Straight up. But hindsight's 2020. He knows about his loading screen. He probably doesn't want to push that.
Yeah.
But yeah, realistically, only about 30 to 40 seconds ahead here in Altus, or in Liurnia, my bad. Yep. Which should be enough for him to get a tone if that's what he's going for. Should be enough for him to get ahead on Red Wolf if he's looking at Wet Blades, which would play well with eventually getting into Stormveil for that play you were talking about. You'd need to find a Colossal. Yeah. But I think Round Table check was something Moody's doing I would have done early as well here.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of weapon checks and getting a Colossal early really gives you a great option for your play.
Yeah. That Stormveil play I just do think is incredibly strong.
Yeah, I mean, that Stormveil play followed, like, if you did a tone first, you can get your Wet Blades, Colossal, a tone, Godric's Great Rune, and then, I mean, you just have your 3 Watchdogs, right? Like, that diagonal is pretty
Ringed
spicy.
Finger.
There's just Ringed Finger. I don't see any Colossals there either.
Nope. Unfortunate.
Shura gets Buckler. I know he likes parry Noble. So Buckler will help him out a lot with that.
Up early Noble, very doable. You can find a status effect weapon.
Yeah, also, as long as Memory of Grace is on the board, that makes early Noble strong because he drops exactly 50k runes.
Yes. Skipping Axe check is Shura. I think with Noble on the board on here, I would want to hit it just to see for Stormhawk. Obviously, Rose's Axe is always a usable weapon as well.
He skipped all his checks. He skipped, I think Snowy said he skipped Halberd check too.
He did skip Halberd check as well, yeah.
I mean, he clearly is saying, hey, he probably wants to rush for a tone here. And I think is saying, hey, I know I did consumables. It's possible Moody didn't go for it, so I'm just going to skip everything and go hard for this.
It's smart. He's going to be able to get it, too. He's actually ahead of Moody by a pretty significant margin now.
Mm-hmm.
The question here is, do you go Red Wolf to get a tone, right?
Red Wolf is more synergistic, but it also is slower. It is faster to just grab the Celestial Dew and run.
For a tone, you need to obviously hit an NPC and make them angry at you. You need a Celestial Dew, and then you need to go to Turtle Pope and seek Absolution. That is the middle square. Early on in a game, it can be one of the most important squares on a board. It has the most blocks. It's just positionally the strongest. It's not always the best on a board. That's a very contextual thing, but I think on this board, it's pretty valuable.
Yep.
And Shura is making his way at that. So the question we are asking is, for those less familiar with this, you can get to a tone one of 2 ways. You can kill Red Wolf and teleport over to it, which has a little more synergy on this board. It gets you closer to getting to Godskin Noble, gets you closer to a Wet Blade, has a little more value, right? But you can get to it faster by just running there from Liurnia Highway North. So you lose some of that synergy, but you guarantee the square, essentially.
Yeah, and Moody is clearly going Red Wolf.
Yeah, actually just going Red Wolf, too, not even worrying about, like, anything else.
Shura goes back to Main Academy Gate, so that tells me it is a Red Wolf play. This is kind of like I think for Shura, right? You would expect to be behind Moody in this case. It's kind of the 50-50 of, do I go for Turtle Pope just running there, and, hope that Moody actually kills Red Wolf so I can snipe center square? Or do I go via Red Wolf, knowing that I very well could lose it, but I'm getting the other synergy in Academy? Right? It's just a 50-50. I mean, and also it turns out he's actually ahead. I don't think you ever would expect to be ahead because of the consumables, but Moody's done multiple weapon checks already that Shura has not. And realistically, all of those except for axe check, Shura will probably go back and do at some point in the game, but not now.
Yeah. I think an important thing to mention here is Shura is going to have a significant weapon advantage on Red Wolf as well, I think. Highland Axe is not great.
Highland Axe is pretty good, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Most of it's because of Lightning Slash, but actually, when Gino was doing the Nightmare run, which is all bosses no hit, NG +7, or not all bosses, like whatever, any percent or whatever, no hit.
New game +7.
Yeah.
No status effect.
He was using the
0.
Battle Axe with Lightning Slash and then switched to Highland Axe.
Interesting.
Now, I'm not sure if it would be better than Lord Sworn, because Lord Sworn, another restriction on that one was that it was true RO1, and I don't think you can wield Lord Sworn at true RO1. But Highland Axe is solid.
Yeah. Also, I did see someone, who, calling out Shura's grabbing the dew earlier as a time waste, which technically it is, but also even though Moody's a little ahead here on Red Wolf, because Shura did that, I think he's going to be it's going to be a lot closer.
Yeah.
We're on 13 minutes.
Because Moody will have to TP twice just to get it and get out, whereas Shura will be able to run straight from Red Wolf to Atone.
It's actually solid weapon damage.
Moody starting off his fight, and yeah, the damage is actually better than I thought. I'm a little surprised by this weapon.
Shit.
Oh,
that is bad.
Into Snout Smack, and yeah, Shura probably would not expect to win this square, but at this point, he's well ahead. We'll see.
Shura also using the magic grease here.
Those are light attacks, whereas I assume Moody was hitting heavies, but damage is actually pretty similar.
Well, especially because he has magic grease.
Oh yeah, he's got the grease on it too. That was the heavy attacks. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, damage actually very close, and this is a slower weapon. That's surprising.
Told you. Moody going back into the fight here. Shura is not only ahead in the actual fight, but he already has the Celestial Dew for Atone.
And is taking a riposte. That'll about finish it, but Red Wolf, as familiar as everyone is with it, anything can happen here. There's Red Wolf down for Shura.
There's Red Wolf down for Shura. We'll go watch Moody.
And as much as this sucks, if you're Moody, to lose Atone here, you're still close on Wet Blades. You do get Red Wolf down, which is a good amount of runes, 14,000. So it's not all bad, right? You got Rhea unlocked. That'll get you Noble if you need to do that later. Which also leads into Somber 9 as well as Memory of Grace with 50k. So there's really good value there. But unfortunately going to lose probably the square you really want out of this push.
Nice job by Moody. But yeah, he's gonna get sniped bad. Because this square will go to Shura.
Yep.
The way you sin is simply you have to aggro an NPC without killing them. That is simply how you do it.
And if you atone for your sins, which he just did there, you give a Celestial Dew to the fountain, it makes the NPC no longer angry at you.
Mm-hmm. If you kill them, though, it doesn't work. You can't atone for sins because
Cannot
they're
bring them
dead.
back to life.
Yeah.
You can get them to forgive you for hitting them, but yeah. They're dead, they're dead. Shura also struggling with that jump, much like myself.
Yep. Dude, I remember the first time someone did this way, we freaked out. We were like, oh my god, that's tech. You could get it this way.
Bro, fucking 2-second time save on bricked.
Well, the biggest thing was that Burger King kept one shot. Like, keep in mind, like, we've gotten so much better at bingo. We were all like really bad when we first started this thing, right? So like everyone was just like getting one shot by the Burger King. It's like, you're safe from the Burger King. It was huge.
Yeah, wet blades for Shura here is absolutely nasty. He'll need a stone sword, I think 2 stone sword keys and the whetstone knife, and he'll have to kill Margit.
Yep.
But you also get a Somber 2 running that way, so not bad. There's a dagger check, which will not be relevant on this board, I don't believe.
Margit for Shura.
Went in and parried Margit for some reason, just letting him know.
And Moody is just a day late and $1 short, also doing Stormville too.
Just walking into it every time. And Shura, not only we've talked about it much this game, I've mentioned it before, but definitely one of the more technically skilled players. He's a monster in rando races and
no hit too.
Yeah, no, just a very proficient player technically compared to a lot of people, and that's including boss fights, but also just routing.
Yeah, if you're from Team Hitless, if you haven't heard of him, I know he does not submit a lot of his runs. He kind of just did it for fun, but yeah, I know he's done more than a few no-hit runs. Yeah, actually, when Shura first joined the server, he came out of the blue, and I was like, how is this guy so good? He has to be cheating. I was absolutely convinced that he was cheating for the longest time.
Yeah, and also just one of the quietest, nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's
an absolute menace. I had the misfortune of playing him twice in this gauntlet, and it sucks.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
And barring some significant incident here, Moody is just going to lose wet blades.
Yep.
Just about finished up with this Margit fight. Yeah, we didn't see the damage difference as much on Red Wolf, but I think Shura's proficiency in getting in charged R2s and regular heavies there was a big difference in that Margit fight, because Moody was significantly slower through that. Shura also going to set up secluded or lift side chamber, I believe.
Yep.
The name of this grace, but
well, that's good for tree spirits, right? I mean, he's
tree
just
spirits,
and you're gonna go for wet blades now.
He's also holding on to that 26,000 he got. So Shura is looking to Mog as soon as he can. Memory of Grace for those unfamiliar with the term Mog. Good question out of chat. does Shura kill God?
Oh my god, he got
without crossbow?
Stormhawk Axe.
Oh.
So Virgins is in play, and he's already. This is. Oh god. Because
That's,
so Stormhawk
quite
Axe puts
nice.
Virgins in play, and he's already at Academy, and Moody goes down to the Ballistas. Dude, it's
Did
crazy.
not grab the Somber 2. He could go grab it right here, I guess.
He is going back for it. What's crazy is that Shura just gets better every game.
Yeah.
Like it's so scary. Like he's already so good, and he just seems to get better every time he plays. And it makes sense because this is his first ever bingo event, by the way, and he's 5-1. He's an incredibly talented player. Like, and also I think like speaks to the level of how good people are, not just at Elden Ring, but like in general. Like you never know when someone is, you never know like who's out there, right? You never know when some guy you've never heard of before is secretly like just absolutely a demon. Yeah. I mean, 99% of people are 99.9% of people are not. But when you meet someone who is in that 0.1% is just like a hidden demon like Shura, and like a lot of players in this league, actually, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Nexus making a good point. We were all worried about Shura coming into this. He was the wild card. It's like, Shura decides he kind of cares. It's going to be a problem. If he decides to chill out, it'll be fine. Unfortunately, he decided he kind of cares. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he lost his first game against Nexus and then has won 5 in a row.
What is Moody doing here?
Yeah. I mean, you can just tell with, Shura's play, he's patient, and the game has humbled him every step of the way. Absolutely goated chat. Absolutely goated chat. Like one of my favorite messages I've ever received in my chat. It's incredible.
Moody really just sat at left side chamber there and kind of recollected himself.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah. You lose all 3 early squares you're going for. You probably don't have a backup plan. You're praying for one of those 3 to hit.
I mean, it's also a tough spot for Moody because you look, you're 1-4, right? Like you needed to win desperately to just try to save your season, and then you need to play a guy who's tied for first place in your division. Like it's just an absolutely brutal spot.
He's looking at using Inseparable Sword, which
not good.
It's just not a great bingo weapon unless you're fighting Deathbirds or Tibias.
I know Sean used it in a Crucible match, and he claims that it fucks, but I don't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a holy great sword. It's all right, but Helfin Steeple, Alabasters, there's just a lot of better options. Yeah, this is only 3-0, but
a very dominant 3-0.
Yeah, that's a rough 3-0. Like 3 Watchdogs is a good block here for Moody.
Yeah.
Godskin Noble into Somber 9 into Mog is really like your way back into this game, I think. I think that's a really strong play, but you have no way of doing that. I mean, you just don't have a weapon for it. You don't have the levels for it.
Where is Noble exactly on the board? Why did I miss it? I honestly wonder if the play for Shura is just Noble into Mog, into +6 into Virgins.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do? Like
you can also go get a Somber 9 at that point, which you'd use it on Stormhawk, which isn't ideal, but a Somber 9 in a bingo game is a pretty excessively strong weapon, especially early.
And he's going to Academy, or he's going to Volcano Manor.
The hardest thing about Noble is it's a relatively highly scaled boss to be doing this early, but Shura's experience doing a significant amount of rando races means he's fought Noble overscaled many times.
Now, I will say, as you see there, he jumps too early and quits out. I actually think I've seen Shura die to this water wheel more than anything else.
Yes.
He really, this water wheel is his arch nemesis.
Where's the water wheel death count on the website?
He did die in the qualifiers game against Ellie. He actually died to this water wheel 3 times.
I do remember. Wasn't he jumping off? Didn't he jump off first because he's used to rando?
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, if I just die at the bottom, I get teleported."
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a unfortunate rando brain moment.
Oh, he did figure out a piece of tech. There's an exact spot where you backstep so that you take a little bit of damage. He's gonna do it. No, he's not gonna do it. Shura, you cooked up the strat. Use it.
It's not worth doing when you have this little health. You don't let the guy with the torch at the top hit you. Or realistically, 7 ticks
That
of
grab,
damage would be enough.
I don't know if it'll kill. That's not gonna kill.
You'll need second grab.
Got good RNG. All right, he gets grabbed a second time.
If Shura can do Noble here, that's...
Gotta say, it's also been a bit unlucky for Moody because Shura has literally done like 1 check compared to a multitude for Moody. And Shura found a weapon and Moody doesn't really have a good one. It's unfortunate for Moody for sure. Cage skip. Nicely done.
Best skip in the fucking game right there. Actually, I'm going to go grab the 6 now, along with the 5.
Yep.
That's smart in case you decide to pivot.
Well, he may not do Noble now. He could go 6 Grace. 6, grab the Grace. No, come back for Noble later. But I think Noble into Mog is just too strong of a play at the moment to not go for. And I know Shura is going to be confident, especially with a parry shield. He's not going to feel like he needs the +6 immediately.
Yeah, Stormhawk, not a great weapon for Noble, as I have found out the hard way. But you got your parry. That'll help a lot. And if you are really confident with Noble, which I know Shura is, it's more than enough. But we can't all be Shura.
Yeah, Moody's going for
Loretta,
yeah.
which does stop a column in a diag. Not a bad push.
Is there anything else behind Loretta?
Not on this board, no. And she's sure getting started with Noble here. Great parry on that backhand attack. As you can see, the damage a lot better here if you're very capable of parrying.
Oop, gets tagged.
We'll need to find a heal. Generally, if you do that, though, you are going to get a fireball thrown at you.
Risky play by Shura there. So you can actively see the bitrate drop when Noble puts up his fireball.
Yep.
Or fire ring.
Oh,
Oh, got lucky to knock. How did he not get double hit there?
just long enough.
He's out of heals now.
Noble's sketchy, even if you're confident, right? Barely managed to get out of there.
Problem is, he very well could roll out again.
Yep.
It's been a long phase 2.
Oh, managed to somehow evade that. Going into the ring of fire here. Sure is a braver man than I. Oh,
Noble presence.
Noble presence puts an end to that dream. Not a bad fight. I think
Yeah.
very doable, but
Yeah,
a
Noble. I
little
was
unlucky there.
He wasn't really playing around Noble presence. I saw it a few times and I was very nervous.
And with a cage with the cage skip, it is a pretty quick run back. He'll have more heals on this attempt. He lost a couple last time getting there.
The squage squip.
Quay whip. You know, English hard. And now Loretta could be Moody's first square here. 30 minutes in, kind of tough, but will be something. Alright, damage actually not that bad on this weapon. Guess you have the Sacred Blade buff, right?
All right, we'll go back to the dual screen as Shura is in with Noble again.
Quite a bit.
One more hit from Moody. Nicely done. We'll go full screen with Shura. That's Loretta down.
First square on the board for Moody in a pretty good position there at the bottom diag. And that's a start. That's something you need right now after that 3-0 beginning, right? Just to get back in it, get something on the board, feel a little better. Shura really getting a great punish there after the stagger. 2 hits into the riposte. There we go. Now Shura's got the running in a circle tech.
Ooh, also really good tech by Moody here. He's killing the bulls here for a colossal check.
Oh, really? That's a colossal check.
Yep.
Interesting.
Nice roll on Noble Presence there. He's in hell right now, though. Moody is, by the way.
Moody's that time.
Oh, and Moody dies.
A lot worse if Shura can do this.
Nice stun.
It's going to put him close.
Riposte. He doesn't want to punish after the riposte because of fear of both Noble Presence and the rollout. Using the Ash there. Oh, no!
Gets tagged, but gets out. And does have the buff online now.
One more hit.
One more hit. Will he be able to get it? There it is.
Nicely done by Shura there. I would imagine he grabs this Grace and just memory of Graces.
Yeah, if you're Moody, this is about to suck a lot.
Oh, they're all stuck.
And there's Mog for Shura.
As Moody is again dead to his colossal check here. Yeah, his best way back into this game is the Godric Great Rune Colossal, and he really needed Mog out of it, which I don't think he'll be able to get.
Yeah. Is there an Altus line for Shura here? I mean, there's a Colossal check. 3 Watchdogs. You could do Colossal check, Colossal into Godric Great Rune. 3 Watchdogs. The Watchdog in Wyndham Catacombs is a Watchdog, and that also gives you a Grave Ghost Culvert Bell Bearing.
I mean, God Boss's Bell Bearings Tree Spirits in row 3 is a pretty unstoppable line if you don't think Moody's an Altus.
Shura's been going for lines less, though, recently.
He's figured out how to play.
No, it's called bingo. What are you talking about, Reddy?
I'm
Moody,
just still mad he's beat me twice.
Their best Colossal you could possibly get for bingo.
Yeah, low stat requirements and actually very usable.
Yep. All right, good for Moody. Also both, well, actually, you know, column 1, row 1, right?
Yeah, if you can go get Sleeping Golem and Soldier of God Bare Fist right now.
Porridge Mog is Memory of Grace.
Porridge is here? That's my fucking dog.
Yeah. He's in my chat, though. He likes me better.
I see how it is. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, no.
Is what it is.
It's fine.
Yeah.
My feelings aren't hurt at all.
Oh, they should be.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right,
Moody,
Shura here is going to be going for Abductive Virgins at the same time Moody's going for Remembrance Colossal.
Which really is the best play for Moody. Shura can kind of do whatever he wants. Moody needs some pretty strong counterplay here, and getting this will at least knock out the diagonal threats. It'll also, if you do restore Godric's Great Rune, like 05 isn't great, but it's something. You're starting to build a threat, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Shura is going to be way ahead in all this, so it won't matter. Although Virgin's Incident is never out of the cards.
Surely he does an incident here.
Ah, you're so funny, Who's.
I know.
That was great.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a stagger from Moody. Shura barely escapes death.
Yeah. What do we say to the God of Death? Not today.
Not today.
Oh. Shura gets grabbed and just quits out. I think he could have mashed out of that. That's...
Yeah. Probably could have escaped.
Yeah. I'm surprised he quit out. Moody's doing the mouse tack here.
The mouse tech.
What, that fucking reached?
The giant
that's all I
horse
needed
cock
for-
weighs over 11 pounds.
Thank you,
Barely.
Moody Stream, for that. And
Moody's
Shura died.
Unfortunate.
There's a backstab tech that you can do on Godric. He's
I
gonna
don't
do
know
it
what's wrong
here.
with him.
So you can go backstab, charge R2. That move scripted, another charge R2.
Interesting.
I think you can fit in 3 charge R2s with a not colossal.
Probably enough to stagger in most cases. Very interesting. You're close.
Yeah, that's
Good strafe.
that is thanks to a mouse and a tutu. You can look him up on YouTube. He's one of the best no roll no hit players in Elden Ring in the world. Beats all your favorite bosses except Consort without rolling. It's insane.
Consort. Different problem.
It's just not possible. It's actually just not possible. Shura does mash out on 1 HP there, having some trouble with virgins, maybe a bit uncharacteristically.
Moody's getting close on Godric. It was such a long fight.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Now you can see he's stressed and playing it really safe. Shura's down to the second virgin. No, this is horrible attack. Moody, don't get fire attacked. Moody, no. Oh my god, he's blessed. Okay.
How in the world did he get out of there?
I don't know. Not again. There's no way. There's no way.
Come on, Moody.
Yes!
There we go, baby.
I don't like
What is that
colossal
asset
weapons.
just... What is that? The pillar's
Yeah,
just
it's
floating.
floating in the middle of the
Yeah.
sky this entire fight. That was unnecessarily close. Jesus. English hard, but Godric remains, I believe, the only boss, one of the few bosses to not get a player kill yet.
There's more than a few.
There's more than a few.
Agil now has a player kill. Asim was the first to die to Agil. Agil was 20-0 before that Asim death. Godric is now, I think, 41-0, 41 deaths.
41 kills.
The other 4 that haven't killed a player are due. Well, we don't track every boss, but like kind of the main ones or the main category. The other ones that have not killed a player are mostly due to small sample size. Lord of Blood, 0 attempts. Morgott, only 1 attempt. Rykard, 3 attempts. Sewer Moog, 3 attempts. Also,
Yeah,
Shura's gonna
seeing...
fist Rick here and might just go for Sleeping Golem and Lane Dell. Might try to get a bingo here on row 1.
I mean, remember, it's
column 3.
Colossal Armament kind of does say it's hard to assume your opponent isn't close to Altus here, but if Shura can read that, this is a really good path. Sleeping Golem will be a straight up race. There's no other reason to be in Weeping. Well, Misbegotten Scar Seals, that's not true. There's no great reason to be in Weeping yet.
All right, Rick fisting here from Shura.
And this is a really interesting fight, because obviously you're not in danger of dying. It's just slow. And really the only way to be efficient about this is to set up as many strafes and jump attacks as possible. Your goal here is to do as little dodging as you can. Really the only way to speed this up, because that keeps your stamina higher and you can just hit it more. The square is almost never a race. On earlier versions of Bingo in different leagues, this was kind of seen as a rush square, but it just takes too long. Shura, very efficient here. Oh, gets clapped. My bad, Shura. You're actually bad at this. I'll reverse Caster's Curse.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works, right?
Yep, Shura's ass.
Wait,
Not good
and he's only doing 4 damage. If you have a combined 30 between Dex and Strength, you will do 6 damage a hit. So obviously 6 damage a hit doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a 50% increase.
Yeah, especially over the course of like 100 hits.
Yeah.
That matters a lot. This is going significantly slower. Oh man, Shura.
Yeah, Rick has 384 health, so that means that you would have to hit him 96 times at 4 damage.
Versus at 6 damage?
I'm not that good at math. I did that in my head.
Alright, I got a calculator. Hold on.
I got it. 64.
Yeah, that is 30 less hits. We would take that. Probably could have just dropped a third off of that, but, you know, math hard.
You know, that would be... that. I haven't been
Would have been smart, right?
Yeah,
That would
right?
have been slick.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice for Rick to get a kill on the board. I don't think anyone's died to Rick yet.
I don't think we're tracking Rick kills.
Well, that's ridiculous.
We're not tracking everything. Moody here's fighting a duelist in the catacomb.
Sure as the stat keeper needs to get on that.
Yeah.
I didn't see if he did a katana check. You have to assume he threw it in there just because. Maybe he wants to stick with this weapon, but...
Didn't even need the death room.
Yeah, he's only tracking 30 different bosses in their KD ratio.
Yeah, that took a long time at 4 damage. I think a good warning sign there of why you should never do that.
Yeah. Go get Sword Seal, go get Strength Tier. Actually, also Blue Dancer Charm works if you get naked.
Yep.
Takes you from 4 to 6. Yep. Interestingly enough, though, it does not take you from 6 to 8. Which doesn't really make sense because you'd think percentage-based increase, right? But yeah, we tested it.
Interesting. Chat looking at double bingo opportunities here.
Moody looking at Volcano Manor here.
Ikonafu, thanks for the resub. Appreciate you.
Yeah, so Moody goes Manor. Shura's going back to Gelmir.
Interesting call.
I mean, he could just go Lightning Ram through Remembrances.
Yeah.
Lightning Ram through Remembrances, start with Godric to restore Godric's Great Rune, block all the bingos.
Yep. It's a pretty strong play.
Yeah.
It's tough if you're Moody here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, being down 4 squares is like, it can be very different. Being down 4 squares can be just fine. Sometimes, rarely, but it does happen. In this case, being down these 4 squares with this board positioning is just brutal. We got 2 very annoying bingo threats to worry about.
Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, he probably needs to just try to force his own bingos. Like, try to force Lord of Blood. Like,
Yeah.
it is a horrible idea to race Shura to Lord of Blood, but it probably is your best chance.
Yeah, unless you want to make... I mean... Making row 4 work just is a fool's errand, I guess, right? Row 1 is a similar thing, like just because Somber Weapon +9 is such a sure square, both of those are kind of off the board.
Column 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom row has synergy, right? Moody already has a Black Knife dead. The Black Knife in Liurnia and Altus is right by Lightning Ram. You need to kill a Shard Bearer to get access to Lord of Blood. He already has Godric dead, so you can restore the Great Rune, right? Like, you just gotta force that and raise Shura to Lord of Blood, which is stupid because Shura is probably the last person in the league that you'd want to race to Lord of Blood, but I think it is the only way.
Yeah, that's not a fun thought for sure. Shura would be excited to go race Lord of Blood, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he would.
Get a little smile out of him. A little alright.
Oh, nice.
And Moody...
Actually, damage not bad.
Yeah, maybe this weapon is
That
not
was
as bad
pretty
as we
good.
considered it. I mean, the stat requirements are still obscene for bingo.
The giant horsecock weighs over 11 pounds.
Thank you, Moody Chat. You know, I just realized
right there.
I
saw
just
the
realized,
redeem.
Ratty, do I have to worry at all about GHC being DMCA problem?
About what?
The GHC quote.
I don't know which quote that is. Jeez.
The giant horsecock weighs over 11 pounds.
It's probably short enough you can get away with it. 5-second rule, right?
Yeah.
And that's documentary. They're usually chill, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's educational information. So they
It
want
is
that
educational
around.
information, yeah. Because Moody's chat just played it, so.
Oh yeah, no, that's educational documentary
Okay.
information. They won't care.
Yeah. We're
They'll be
live
like,
reacting
"We're
to
glad-
it, actually.
Yeah, this is transformative content. Us reacting. Yeah. Doing virgins without a lightning weapon
The
is
giant horsecock
Quite
weighs
the tall
over
task.
11 pounds.
because you might notice the damage isn't significantly different.
Need you to
but
come down here, buddy.
I think the major difference is with lightning, there is the damage buff you get with them being weak to lightning, but you also stagger them pretty quickly just due to their lightning interaction.
cool,
Their
that kills me
poise
as well.
drops quickly. Another death for Moody. His chances aren't great, but an incident here really.
Yeah, it kills it. Well, sure is about to get
That
lightning ram
murders
too.
him. Unfortunately, this is kind of the double-edged sword of virgins, right? Fastest way to get into Altus, if like you already have Rhea and you haven't grabbed your deck disc yet, by far virgins. But if you get incidented on them, it kind of ruins all that, right? It's hard to incident on grabbing your deck disc lift.
Yeah.
And it's still less hard Or it's harder to instant on Makar as well, still doable, but this path.
No way. This is just not Moody's day. He is
Whoa.
glitched in the door.
I'm literally stuck in the wall.
Well,
This
that
is-
sucks.
This is so cursed.
I can't get out.
He's just laughing it off. I mean, what else can you do
I
with
guess
that?
I have to
Yeah.
take a death.
Wow.
Try to fight. I can't. I'm in a wall.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I mean, he was just laughing it off.
Sometimes it just isn't your day.
No, it's just not his day. Which also, to be fair to Moody, I mean, after this game, you know, he has the next game. His next game should be a very good. He plays MVCC. That one should be a great game between both of them. And then, you know, he plays his old rival Stocko in the final week.
Hey,
So yeah.
you could beat Stocko for me. That would be huge.
Yeah, this one's not looking rough for him, but, you know, greener pastures on the horizon for Moody, I think.
Yeah. I mean, playing Shura late in the season is just tough because he's gotten
Yeah.
so much better.
Nexus got real lucky that he played Shura week 1.
Yeah. I mean, I played Shura, I believe it was at the end of qualifiers and almost had him. Then I played him in season and it was not, it
late
felt
now.
like almost a completely different game to me.
Yeah.
Like, he improved so much over the course of just a couple weeks where I was like, what in the hell, man? So the first game, it felt like I probably could have won. Second game, I really never had a chance.
Oh god. Why am I just
Shura
constantly
has
getting
been-
fucking stuck?
He's just too good at Elden Ring to not quickly improve at bingo.
Yeah.
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
Thank you, Moody
Okay,
chat.
good, one's dead.
There's the first virgin down. Second one starting to get moving. Moody will make it out of here, but... Oh, it opens up for him.
Yep. Hit
Spreads
it.
those doors nice and wide.
Okay, play it safe. That's fine.
I like that. Back up.
Nice.
Hit it with the Ash of War, baby.
Good job, Moody. Shura is now immediately going to go Lightning Ram, so he kills one Black Knife, then sets up Lightning Ram here. Let's count. 1. A 1. A 2.
Come on. 3, 4.
3. This is just such good content,
5.
right? 5. Come on.
Oh, 6.
6.
Oh my god. He's got the 6 streak going. There's 6 in the feed. Oh. Oh. 7, 8,
7, 8.
9. Oh, no,
No,
not 9.
not 9.
Flip
He has
it.
the
That's
double
9.
hit. That's 9.
Run him down.
Oh, he's stalking him.
Wait, is that only 9?
That was only 9.
Did Shura miss mark? Can we get a replay? Someone clip it. Someone clip it.
Someone clip it. Can we get a replay? Can we get a replay? Can someone clip that?
I clipped it. My chat's being pulled out. Oh, I didn't clip it fast enough. Oh, I can't
Ginger's
hear
got it. Ginger's got it. Ginger's got it.
Okay. Thank you, Ginge. My clip was not good enough.
He hit 1, but it didn't die because he ran out. If you run out of FP, you have to hit him twice.
Yeah, there's the one with half health that was running away from him.
Yeah, it would mean that he's locked out of the square.
Yeah, and a tragic event.
We're checking it, Ellie. We're checking it right now.
A hard one to check.
Ginger, check DMs.
Ginger said that's 9, Sag. I mean, we counted. We knew. It's just kind of hard to believe. He probably, that miss hit on the 9th one that only did half health probably tricked him.
All right, Ginger's letting him know. Thank you, Ginger.
All right. The referee's letting him know. So what'll happen now is Shura will unclick the square. Moody will be notified it was a mismark, which means Shura is locked out of the square. And Moody can go get it whenever he wants.
Yep. Insane mismark.
That's a crazy mismark.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Ratty. I was gonna do a whole thing. Like, I was gonna put it back to the main cam and like do a pop off when he got to 10. Like, that's what I thought we were like planning on doing. Like, I was gonna do like just a crazy pop off for absolutely no reason, and then he mismarked.
Also, actually, that's kind of huge because if Moody can get Black Knife Assassin,
he can't though. This is his second one though.
Oh no!
Unless Shura somehow mismarks after this. Yeah, there it goes.
Darn.
We cast or cursed Ash of War Lightning Ram. That's why you always kill an 11 cheap just to be safe.
Yep.
God,
always get that lucky number 11.
Yeah, he did kill 11 last time against Ellie. He was like, I want to be sure I'm going to kill one more. All right, he's going to Altus bosses here and God bosses. Oh my God, what a snipe by the Apostle there.
Oh, yeah. He's hitting. This is what, his third god boss and his fourth Mount Gelmir boss? Oh my.
Yeah.
We'll probably see a double mark here with a
Godfroy. Oh my God, Shura dies to the Apostle. He shook.
Will die to an Apostle, which very rare.
He shook after the Lightning Ram. This is not the same guy anymore.
Yeah, those mismarks can really get in your head, dude. You start to question everything you're doing. Did I count right on my god bosses? Did I count right on my Altus Mount Gelmir bosses? What's happening? Did I kill an NPC invader? Do I have a remembrance? All these questions start racing in, you know?
What is Elden Ring? Why is this Dark Souls 3?
Why am I here? Why am I playing in this league?
Yeah.
All it does is hurt me.
That is true. This league really hurts a lot of people. I feel like this season especially, I felt really bad for a lot of people a lot of the time.
I mean, the margin for error is just so thin.
Yeah.
You can't mess up too significantly or like too much or it's already over. And it just hurts to try to play through games where you're like down and you're just, you don't really have a way back. And we've seen some crazy comebacks given. But, I mean, those are much fewer and farther between than the, oh, I made a couple casual mistakes early and got kind of blown out because you just cannot do that. So a little Apostle incident here would go a long way in helping Moody. But sure has seen some obscenely scaled Apostles. I can't imagine this Altus one is going to scare him off too much.
Yeah, it's absolutely impossible for Shura to die here. You know,
yep, there's just no way Shura would
I've never, ever
to an Apostle
seen it in my life. You know,
I mean, that would just be so uncharacteristic, especially with his practice and knowledge of this boss.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, work. If anything, if anything, I would accuse Shura of cheating if he did die here. You know.
Yeah. Honest, makes no sense.
Yeah. You know, I mean, Shura is simply just the greatest to ever play the game. You know, I heard that he did all of Gino Machinima's no-hit runs in a 24-hour period. Okay. We tried.
We tried.
Yeah.
Is he gonna just leave that fully prepped? Oh, was he thinking Godric there maybe for his last god boss?
No, you should go Godfroy.
Yeah, Godfroy's a lot better option.
Oh my God, it's Tanner.
Yeah, we got Big Ugly here. Got one arm. No slaying? You and your PT? Good boy.
How are we doing, Tanner?
How you doing? That's how you're doing. He's alive. Yeah, Row 2, baby. Row 2 bingo. Go watch it back. It was nasty. 40 minutes.
You're riding high off that one, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. He missed it, bro. Didn't even watch. Now a little Gillica here out at Shura. Kind of weird choice, no? Maybe just thinking finish this and go Sleeping Golem.
Yeah, maybe.
Or finish this. Fuck Sleeping Golem, start pushing row 3. So many options here for sure.
Moody's invading
This
Magnus for
dude's
Lord of Blood.
Not easy.
Honestly, I respect it.
Especially
This-
if I got like no flasks.
Look, this is some giant horse cock play from Moody. Just say,
Yeah.
fuck
I
it,
don't even.
Lord-
I'm
I
not
haven't
even
hit him yet, and I've
upset.
already
yeah,
run out
like
of
fuck it,
flasks.
Moog Lord of Blood.
The giant horse cock
Come on,
weighs
Shura,
over
you know you
11
wanna-
pounds.
I think he's going for the bingo.
Yeah, he's going for the bingo.
Shura not blocking Sleeping Golem is one hell of a mistake. Or Moody not blocking
He's such
Sleeping
a
Golem is one hell of a
menace,
mistake.
honestly.
It's not a mistake. I think if he just goes and blocks bingos, he loses anyway, right?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, look, I'll be very real, guys. Like, I'm gonna be 100% with you. This is cooked, right?
Yeah.
Like Moody's
cooked.
Moody's in a horrible spot. This is a game that if it was a practice game, you just resign and run it back. I hate to see players in this spot because I know that's what they want to do. And I appreciate the hell out of them for just looking like they're getting a square, right? Like just going for something on the board, right? I mean, this one's cooked. Moody knows he's lost, right? And he has to sit here, you know, in front of a bunch of people and, you know, take his medicine. Like, it sucks. It sucks.
Going for Lord of Blood.
Yeah.
Is honestly, like, it is one of those things where it's like, it's fun. You go for it, right? Like,
Yeah.
try to make something happen that hasn't been done in the bingo season.
Yeah.
Because I think,
Yeah.
not all the players, but a lot of the players have been in the position where you know you've lost ahead of time. And, like, you play,
Yeah.
but you know it's over. So, like, you just kind of play to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's been
and-
a couple big comebacks, and that's, like, positionally, you can be down, like, 10-5 and actually have a really good shot at winning.
yeah.
This is not one of those situations.
Yeah.
like,
And
There's no threats you can reasonably make.
yeah. And I just
There's
really,
no synergy you can take advantage of enough to, like, really get back in it, where you could get, like, 3-4 squares in, like, 10-15 minutes.
I just also really do want to say, like, you know, not just Moody, but like there's been a couple, more than a few players who are in this situation over the course of the year, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, I really, really, really do appreciate the players playing it out. You could very easily just get up from your chair and leave, or just end stream.
Start running
And like,
speed runs.
yeah, like I just want to massively thank like all the players for, you know, the respect that they have for the league and for their opponent to actually play it out. Right? Like that's it. Especially because I don't pay them. Like they're getting nothing. It's not like it's like, oh, in your contract you have to play it out. Like no, they do it because they love it, and you know, they're
Every once in a while, you have a bad game, dude.
yeah,
It happens.
it happens.
There's games where you bingo people in 40 minutes to like an hour 20. You feel like you played on top of the world, right? And then there's games where you go in and it just like, you just feel like you can't get anything. You get stuck on bosses you normally kill. Like, you feel like everything you went for, your opponent beat you to it by like 30 seconds and you have no idea how.
I mean, technically, yes, they get some exposure, but yeah, I mean, a lot of these, I mean, Moody does stream, but a lot of these guys don't stream. Like
Yeah,
a lot of them are
most of the
not
players don't stream.
streamers. Yeah. Like even just small streamers. Like a lot of them literally only stream their bingo matches, right?
Yes.
So just a huge amount of respect to all of them, like genuinely, because it would be very easy to just throw in the towel.
Yeah, and I like the Moog Lord of Blood play right here, man. I fucking love that Moody tried to do that.
Yeah, I do
It's
too.
so awesome. I want someone to kill Moog Lord of Blood before the season's over. That was a new square and it has not been touched. There's the bingo. Sleeping Golem down.
There's
GG's
the
to Shura,
bingo
man.
for sure.
That was dominant. He
Yeah.
kind of sniped him early there and then just made the best play with Godskin Noble into Altis. And like, there's not a lot you can do. That was dominant. That's why he's now 6-1, right? Shura is a menace.
Yeah. That's
And
6
he's going to be a
straight for
serious
Shura.
threat in playoffs.
Yeah, that's 6 straight for Shura, and then has one more game this season against NBCC.
Because my
Yep. And unfortunately, on the other end of it, Moody probably, I think, mathematically eliminated from playoffs, which sucks. Does still have a really good chance to play spoiler here. Can't get to 3 and 5. Maybe knock Stocko out of the playoffs as well, right?
Yeah.
So his season is not over in terms of like having an effect on the league, but similar to myself, you know, playing spoiler maybe, not quite playing for playoffs.
Yeah. We'll bring the guys in just a second. Welcome in, Shura. Welcome in, GG's. Moody as well. Congratulations.
GG's, Moody.
Yeah, GG, well played.
Yeah, sure. I mean, really
can't
dominant
count.
one by you there. You can't count sheep, though.
Dude, I knew it was the last one that ran away, and I was like, honestly, I was like, if that's it, then I was like, I don't care. I'll block the line with black knives anyway. I was like, I was expecting it. I was like, I guess maybe they didn't catch it. I don't know. I was like, I was not about to go run and refill my blue. That guy got away. He fucking wasn't one shot, so I couldn't get him.
Yeah. We were pretty shocked when you hit the one and it ran away. We were both like, wait, is that 9? Is that 9?
Yeah. No, yeah, sure. Literally, like we were like kind of joking. We were counting. We were like 1, 2, 3, and like I was gonna just pop off when you got 10 just because it was funny, and then you mismarked, and I was stunned.
That's my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to threaten that row and column.
Yeah. But you know, GG, sure. I mean, obviously, like a really nice game from you. Yeah, you play great. You feel like you keep getting better all the time. That's 6 straight wins in a row for you. You know, you got next week off, and then one more game before the playoffs, right? Because you are guaranteed at this point. How are you feeling before playoffs?
All right. No matter who I mean, that playoffs is gonna be grueling. There's no free. All of those players who can on the red mains are all too good. Whoever makes it through and whoever I have to play is fucking gonna be great. That match is gonna be tough. That's all I know. I'm feeling good about it, but
well,
I gotta win too.
Yeah, you should be. You're playing great. And Moody, I said this on stream, but I know that wasn't your day, and I know you're frustrated. But very genuinely, I want to sincerely thank you for just playing it out. I really appreciate the amount of respect that you have for the league, for the viewers, for myself, to play this out, because I know that was hard for you. And just genuinely thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, game was pretty much like the first 2-3 things I went for kept getting sniped. So after that, I was like, okay, it's not my day.
Yeah.
Did you? Do
I didn't expect
consumables?
to get sniped.
Oh,
I mean, I know I was a little bit slow, but
on which one? On
He passed up
Atone? I didn't.
consumables and you got Atone and wet blades on him still.
consumables I
was
didn't go for.
Hoping
But,
that
I went
Atone
for Turtle Pope off the start, but I was kind of looking for a weapon, so that slowed me down a little bit. So I guess you went straight there without bothering to do anything else.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew I couldn't afford to check like I went back and checked like what the halberd was, but yeah, I was like, I need to just I was honestly thinking about skipping like Crystallian Woods, but I was like, honestly, I probably need to grab this Grace for Runes later anyway. But yeah, I was rushing it down because I had Lordstone Greatsword, and I was like, that's good enough for Red Wolf. I need to just keep going.
Yeah, I think I made a mistake by not picking that off the start as well.
Oh, did you choose? Because there was another class with high dex that I was going to choose because I wanted
Yeah.
to guarantee consumables, but
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
the one I picked.
Lordstone's Greatsword is just too, or I like it. It's just a comfort weapon for me.
Yeah, it is a good weapon. But that's kind of why I delayed a little bit going to Turtle Pope, because I wanted to go through Red Wolf, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to use my lady.
Yeah,
I was
no,
kind of
but
looking for looking for something else. So if I'd picked Lordstone's Greatsword, I'd have obviously just used that.
I'll tell you what, I
That was a
lucked the
mistake.
hell out. Or did you? I don't know where you were in the Webblade process, but where did you get Stormhawk?
No, I didn't.
Okay, dude, I lucked the hell out. I was like smiling when I picked up Stormhawk in on that axe check in Stormvale, and I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, dude, I was like, this makes
Yeah.
Virgin so easy.
I was
still
going to do
issue
that on the
don't
way,
go.
but you marked the square as I was going into Stormvale. I killed Margit and I was about to go into Stormvale, and then that's when you marked it, so I didn't go any further.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I did was I used the Inseparable Sword from Greatsword check, and I accidentally leveled Intelligence instead of Faith, so that fucked me up as well.
No. Yeah, no, that would. I'm pretty sure that sword requires high faith, right? Is it over
20
20?
Faith.
Yeah.
And my class had 9. But I literally just couldn't find anything else. I mean, there was Commander Standard, but I don't really like it.
No, I mean, I've never used Commander Standard in these games. People have told me that it's bad, so I just assume that it's bad.
Yeah.
Stormhawk, I guess I lucked out there. I didn't check Roundtable Hold.
There was
so
nothing
I don't know
there.
if anything
I checked that.
there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, GG's, gentlemen. Brady and I are going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will be back. And we will see you all.
Please become Elden Lord.